Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Back with me, Diana Talk. Good morning, everyone. Today, I'm going to talk about dealing with trust issue. First of all, I would like to ask, have you ever felt let down, betrayed, or hurt until in the end you are afraid and find it difficult to put a sense of trust in other people again? Maybe it could be the beginning of the trust issue. According to Iswan Saputra MPSI, trust issue is a condition in which we have a low trust in others or ourselves, followed by feelings of anxiety, suspicion, fear, sadness, and anger. Events in the past that are not present between us and someone or can come from a rather traumatic event, sometimes from a crisis of confidence in us to make it difficult to trust others. Well, the factors or causes that encourage the existence of this trust issue vary. It could be because of being betrayed, hurt, disappointed, ignored, lied to, and so on. Trust issues develop as a result of past experiences. This is a reason why a person can have a low sense of trust in others. Definitely, ourselves are also uncomfortable with these situations because actually it means our mental is not fine. The American Psychological Association states that mental health is a condition in which we feel emotionally well-being, are able to adjust well, are relatively free from feelings of anxiety and psychological symptoms, have the capacity to create constructive relationships and cope with problems or the demands of life. After knowing a healthy mentality, how do we turn the signs of people experiencing trust issue? What are they? First, feeling lonely and empty. Usually, people who have trust issues feel these situations. They want to have someone to share with, but because people who have these trust issues are not easy to believe and limit themselves, they will feel lonely or depressed. Their worries and fears make them isolate themselves from others and enter a state of loneliness that can lead to depression. Second, easily suspicious of others. Because they have often been lied to or betrayed, people who have trust issues are a little suspicious or too wary of everyone they meet. They assume that someone will betray in the end, regardless of how honest they were in the past. Third, it's hard to forgive others. Being a person who is hurt is very uncomfortable. In addition to being difficult to forgive mistakes made by people we have trust will continue to ring in our heads. It makes it difficult for our minds to rest and our hearts not calm. Fourth, protective of loved ones. Because they didn't want anything to happen that made them feel sick again, people who have trust issues will be overprotective. This can be very dangerous because not everyone will feel comfortable or like being treated protectively. Fifth, tend not to have deep relationships with other people. People who have a trust issue will find it difficult to believe it as an endpoint to. They may think walls so that most people will not easily penetrate. Only certain people they can trust, and they want to escape the fear of betrayal or abandonment. The impact of people who have this trust issue result in increasingly unhealthy social relationships. Just as some people will keep their distance and fortify themselves. So finally, this can cause stress, lower self-confidence, and tend to be possessive. People who have trust issues may always be overthinking, thinking constantly about trust and distrust, thinking about how to avoid it, and thinking about dealing with the risk, even though everything has not happened and may not happen. After knowing the impact of this trust issue, let's see how to overcome it so that the order of our life is not damaged. According to Vikasarya Al-Hadar SPSI, the most important thing to make us mentally healthy is to be at peace with ourselves. What does it mean to be at peace with yourself? That's right, we have to accept ourselves, forgive ourselves, learn to manage our emotions. When we forgive ourselves, the heart will feel relief and calm. How come? Because we unconsciously throw away the negative energy in ourselves and throw all the burdens that are inside us, both in the mind and in the heart. Then slowly begin to enter positive energy, namely a sense of relief, happiness, calm, serenity, peace, and so on. How can we make peace with ourselves? By practicing, like a realization routine. You can try to go to a quiet place, no need to go far. Maybe the bedroom can be the right place for these realizations. Do a butterfly hug while setting up to Ho'oponopono on YouTube. Sometimes I do this for the relaxation. After relaxation, you will usually feel calm. Positive energy begins to enter the body. Don't forget to smile and always say good affirmations. You can also to start learning to trust those around you. We must dare to take risks, want to trust others again. Thinking that humans are not perfect and every human being must make mistakes. We may also have disappointed people. It is not easy to overcome this, but we must realize that it was a part of the risk. Remember that among the people who hurt, there must be more people who love. However, if you feel that the trust issue they are experiencing is very disturbing and affects your daily life, then you should immediately consult our psychologist. Many types of therapy will help to regain the ability to trust others, and the relationship in therapy itself becomes an exercise in gaining trust. So, the conclusion that we can draw from these discussions is that the trust issue comes from ourselves. It all comes back to our desire to keep stuck in it or to move forward and try to start a new better life. For that, we can start by trying to forgive past circumstances and people who have made mistakes in the past. Because in a sense, all humans must have left let down and disappointed, hurt and be hurt, betray and backstab. That is, if we forgive others, it's the same as forgiving and make peace with ourselves. Probably that is enough for today's talk. If there are any mistakes in delivering the topic, I apologize profusely to all of you and I really thank you so much. Have a nice day everyone. See you next time. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.